Figure it out.
Hello, this is Adam Koralik with Figure It Out Productions. The following video is part of our Quick Shoot series.
Hey guys, it's Adam here, and today I want to kind of do a slightly odder video. The only function of this video is to save you guys some money, because I found out something cool, and I just thought, I haven't seen a whole lot of people talk about this, so I really wanted to get the word out on this. I'm basically going to be plugging Best Buy a lot here, but I don't work for them, they're not paying me, I have no connection to Best Buy whatsoever. I'm just blown away by this deal. And I thought you guys needed to know about it. And just to prove that I'm not working for Best Buy in any way, shape, or form, Best Buy has done a lot of stupid fucking shit over the years that I think is really dumb, and I very rarely support them. But in this instance, totally am going to. So here's the thing. First of all, this only applies to Americans. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, rest of the world. That is not... It has nothing to do with me. That's Best Buy's thing. They made that call. I don't even know if Best Buy exists in other countries. I know it exists in Canada. You guys, Canadians, let me know. I'm curious now. If you have this deal in Canada, but if you do, it doesn't cross here. And I know Americans, if you go up to Canada for whatever reason to buy stuff at Best Buy, because I've done that, it won't apply up there. So keep that in mind. Now, the deal here is Best Buy has created something called the Gamers Club. Now, this isn't exactly new, but there is a new piece of information, which is what the point of this video is. At least new at the time I make it. But a little history if you're not familiar with Best Buy and their policies towards games. At one point, Best Buy was getting hammered by Amazon. I guess they still are. But they, in an effort to combat this, they decided to create an incentive program called the Reward Zone. Now, the Reward Zone is a system whereby every time you spend $1 at Best Buy, you earn a point. And once you achieve 500 points, you get a $10 gift card. Okay, so you know, essentially you get 10 bucks off of a $500 purchase over time. So once you get the gift card, you can come back and use it on anything you like. Yes, that's an incentive, but not a great one. So not as much as people did use it. I don't know how many people used it, only went to Best Buy because of that. So with gamers, they decided, okay, we're going to try something else here. They created Gamers Club. In its earliest version of Gamers Club, it was just in a free addition to your already free Reward Zone account. And that aspect of it is still true. You can still go get both of those free accounts. And when you have the free Gamers Club, all that really happens is you get 2 points for every $1 you spend. So let's assume the ridiculous that you found a $1 game, you get 2 points. So you'd spend $250 in games, you get 500 points, hence the $10 gift card, much sooner than you would otherwise. Which was nice, but again, wasn't really something that would make you want to buy stuff at Best Buy over, say, Amazon or GameStop, where you could theoretically get things cheaper. So Best Buy at some point updated the Gamers Club. Now, I didn't pay attention to this original update in this version of the program. I didn't even know about it until recently. What they did was they created a $100 plan. What that means is you would give them $100 and they would give you a card very similar to this. Now, what changes at that point is that you are entitled to all sorts of benefits when it comes to games. The most important one is that you get 20% off of all brand new games. Now that's pretty amazing when you really think about it. That means the day a game comes out, a $60 game, you're paying only 48 bucks for it. Day one. And it applies to every single brand new game in the store. Brand new being simply defined as a game that hasn't been opened, a game that is not pre-owned. So if a game came out that day, or if it came out 7 years ago and is still sitting in their like overstock bin, either way it's defined as brand new and you get 20% off of whatever they're asking, which is pretty cool. You also get 10% off of all their used games. You get some other benefits too that I didn't really care as much about. But I didn't do it because $100, and I think you only got 1 year subscription. Maybe it was 2, I really don't remember. I didn't think I would end up shopping at Best Buy enough for that to be worth it, so I passed on it. But recently, and this is the new piece of news and why this could potentially matter to you, Best Buy dropped it from a $100 activation fee to $30. $30 US gets you 2 years of 20% off of all brand new games and 10% off of all used games. Mathematically, that means you only have to buy just three brand new $60 games in 2 years to pay off the card. Think about that. I would assume every single one of you, I'm sure there are some exceptions, but I would assume the vast majority of you buy more than 3 video games every 2 years. Just guessing. So if that's the case, you might want to think about this. This is pretty neat. And when this is really going to kick ass is when we get to Black Friday in November. And you know, Best Buy is notorious for slashing prices on games at that point in time. Like, for example, last year, Alien Isolation had just dropped. It was a $60 game. Black Friday, right after it dropped, they dropped it down to $30. If you had this, you'd have walked out of the store with the game for $24, right after it had come out at $60. That's kind of amazing. So I just wanted to pass that along because I thought that was pretty valuable information. But on top of it, now we go back to their original version of Gamers Club. You still get the 2 points per dollar spent on Reward Zone points, which means if you were to buy, let's say you go in for the $60 game, instantly 20% off, you're now paying $48. You then are getting 96 points for that transaction, which means those 3 games gets you almost 3/5 of the way to a $10 gift card. And every $10 gift card is applicable to any item in the store, including, of course, games. What I'm telling you is if you do it right, you can save a lot of money on games at Best Buy for the next couple of years. Now, what's interesting to me about this is that I think what's happening is that Best Buy is not doing too well financially. We've kind of known that for a little while. If you follow economics, Best Buy's not doing great. Amazon's kind of smashing them. Not quite the beating that Netflix gave Blockbuster, but it's not good for Best Buy right now. And I think the death of Radio Shack might have kicked them in the butt and made them say, we got to do something a little bit more drastic here to keep customers coming back. Because Radio Shack, when you really think about it, was just a very small version of what Best Buy is. By the way, if at the time you're seeing this video, if it's still, Radio Shack is still technically alive, and you can go there and like everything's like 50, 60, 70% off. If there's anything there you want, I advise finding one and taking a look. But you know, whatever, that's just a suggestion. Has nothing really to do with the video. But yeah, Best Buy. That's a sweet deal. It does not apply to consoles and stuff. Like you can't walk in and get a PS4 20% off, but you can get every single PS4 game for 20% off. So yeah, that's really all this was. I just wanted you guys to know about this because when I saw this on their website, I was like, there's no way that's true. I thought I was gonna have to go in and like prove and there was gonna be some sort of typographical error. No, this is a real thing. You can go in, you can get the card, it says $30 right there and gets you 2 years of 20% off of every single title. That's all. I just thought you guys would like to know that because that is a massive savings. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helps some of you and I'll see you all later.